Hey everybody, it's DJ Invasion 21 here, back again with another game called Deconstructing, Deconstructor or Deconstruction? I think it's Deconstruction. Anyways, they've apparently been making games since 1982. I did see pinball in there. Probably something I recognize off the 95, Windows 95. The hell? This is random as hell.
The end is near, my darling. The end is near, my friend. The end is near, my darling. So you better take my hand and then sing this song together. Song about the end. The end is near. The end is near, my friends. Oh yeah.
That's a messed up intro, I'm sorry. And the guy that's the second next to the clown, that's a little weird too. Okay, so by the way, this is just a demo, of course, if you haven't noticed. Let's just turn that off. Disable voiceovers? No.
Hello, this is Constructor. Are you receiving me?
Turn that up. There's the game out there. Okay. So, real quick, guys. So, I thought that my American, you could unlock it and change it, apparently. I thought I was having problems with my headset. And I thought for a while it was the controller. And it's not the controller. It's the headset. So, if you recall from the last video, I talked about how the 3mm jack for the headset broke off on the last one. I mean, they're faulty as shit. I wish they had warranties on them because they don't. Anyways, the one that I just bought recently, the one that's been acting up, the connector's bent. And how did I find out it was bent? Was by testing my vocals on the mic, and I kept bending it. So I had to bend it like Beckham. No, I'm just kidding. Had to bend it so that you could hear me again. So I will need to get a new Turtle Beach soon, and I'm not gonna cheap out and buy the piece of crap one again, because I bought a really nice one that I use for my PC, but the only thing that broke really on it was the fact that the plastic wasn't very constructed very well. The connection is great and everything, so I just need better ones. So we will hopefully get a better one to work. So let's get into this game. See what it's about. Maybe I should have left the music on. That's a third-person game.
So, you think you can make it in the world of Constructor? Your predecessor wasn't up to the job. You think you can cope with the demands of the city housing authority and the mob, let alone those annoying tenants?
Yes.
Hey, I'll be in hot water if I don't explain some of the basics to you.
The basics.
Your ever-important cursor is controlled by using the left stick. You can push-scroll the map by moving to the sides of the screen.
Okay. Oh.
Hey, there's no fooling you, huh, kid? You can move the camera view around using the right stick on its own. Hey, why don't you have a look around now?
It's pretty easy. You're doing it this way.
You can zoom right out by holding R2 and pulling down on the right stick. Well done. Hey, you're not as dumb as you look. You can zoom back in by holding R2 and pushing up on the right stick. This is your HQ, center of all things important.
Anyways,
you better protect it like it was one of your
you
own.
should see me right now.
If this burns
I tried
down,
really
it'll
hard
be
not
curtains
to
for you. But don't
take
worry,
the mic
we'll dig
out
you a
of
nice
here.
grave in the yard. Instead of standing around picking your nose, get going by selecting this guy. Point your cursor at his feet and press the X button.
Okay.
This is your foreman. You'll need him to build your property empire. He'll instruct his own work team to do all the hard work for you while he files the risk assessments. You can move him around by pointing where you want him to go and pressing square.
Righto.
And here they
Righto.
come. Your workers have finally gotten out of bed to do some hard work. Send your foreman to the beacon we've just placed outside the HQ entrance by pointing and pressing the square button. His work team will always tag along. That was a long walk, eh? Every foreman can have a work group of up to 5 workers.
Probably like
If you have a full
not World of
group,
Warcraft, but
they'll be
Warcraft,
far
like
more
Starcraft,
efficient.
where they say
So you
something
better
different.
add 2 more workers to this guy's team. Select the flashing work team button and make the group up to 5 workers.
Where?
Select
Triangle.
spare workers on the right to fill the team up to 5. And then choose the flashing
God, it's so
group
annoying.
selection icon to bring them together. Good job! Hey, you're getting the idea with these flashing icons, eh? Now let's exit this screen. Okay, enough of all this goofing off. It's time to do some building. Let's start by placing your first building site. So let's head on over to the real estate agent. The lumber yard will be your first resource, which is handy for a moron like you. Get it up and running to supply wood for your
This
future
tutorial
buildings.
makes me feel
Try
stupid.
finding a legal position to place the site by moving the cursor footprint around. You can tell which land you own because it's glowing your team color.
I mean stupid, like, it's so slow. I wish you could skip
Position
it.
the cursor over where you want to build. If the cursor
I
is
can't
red,
skip him
then it's not a
talking.
legal position. The arrows show which direction the gate will face. Take a look at that. A brand spanking new building site.
It's not like
To
I
view
don't
the
mind
site,
him
press
talking.
X while hovering
It's
over
like
the
there should be a way to, like, skip past some parts where he's already talked.
To start working on this building, bring your men onto the site. This can be done by simply clicking on the Call Work Team icon. On the other hand, you could just tell your foreman to walk his sorry feet over there. Watch them build. It's a real delight. If these guys keep up their day job, they'll gain experience and become much more reliable.
Bradley Dunce.
Congratulations! You have finished your first lumber yard. To restock it, move a work team into the building. The lumber yard will be your source of wood for years to come. Press X while hovering over the building foundations, or click the new icon that's appeared on the left-hand side of the screen. To speed up wood production, you can call a second team into the building. Yeah, you made enough of a racket, but now we got enough wood to start building our next property. Go to the real estate agent to see your new choices.
There
There are now more choices of buildings you can create. Click on the Homes icon to see what's new.
Oh, down here. I see.
You now have access to 3 low-grade tenant houses. We want you to build a log cabin that will fit neatly beside your lumberyard. You can change the selected building type using the directional buttons. Press the X button to place the site. Wow,
pressed it like
that one
30
squeezed in
times.
real nice. Now you need to call a work team to finish the job.
Where
If your
construction meets
teams are busy,
corruption.
click
Wow,
on
how
your foreman using X
genius.
and move him to the site by pointing and clicking square. While people are inside a building, a flag appears outside. You can click on the base of this brown flag using X to select him.
I'm so bored.
Yeah, we should have this new house slapped together in no time. Well done! Your first home has been completed and is ready to be rented out for the first time. Building a variety of houses will expand your choices in the future. Congratulations on your first tenant house, even if it is a bit, drab. To look inside and choose
Oh my
a tenant,
god.
hover your pointer over the base of the building and press X. This place is obviously empty.
Kitty
To put a
swallows.
tenant
Wow.
in this house, click on the Appoint Tenant icon. There are 5 levels of tenant, from the riffraff to the upper crust. I'm afraid you're scraping the bottom of the barrel at this stage. Take this iffy-looking pair. They got plenty of money, but they don't breed quickly enough and might damage your property. I think we better use the other couple.
Hey,
These slobs
you.
will do exactly what we need. Breed like rabbits to create extra workers and tenants. They've moved in and made themselves at home. Don't you love what they've done with the decor? You can find out what these tenants like and don't like by clicking on their picture. These slobs are the lowest level of tenant you can get. They're good for breeding quickly, are pretty noisy, and can cause problems for their neighbors. But as long as you don't annoy them, they can be fairly self-contained, and they don't expect too much in the way of luxuries. These areas give you information about the house.
Great.
These guys are up to date on their rent, but we need to expand our empire and breed more workers. Click on the worker icon to have them start breeding a worker instead. There you go. Your bundle of joy is on its way. This display shows you how
I don't
long
have words
before
for
your
this.
worker will report for duty at your HQ. To make your tenants a bit more active in the bedroom and deliver your children quicker,
What kind of game
I
is this?
suggest you upgrade their bedroom. Click on the Redecorate Rooms button.
The hell?
There are 4 rooms in this pad. Each has a different benefit, such as increasing life expectancy, relieving stress, reducing repairs, and increasing birth rate, which is what we need right now.
So
Please select
weird.
the bedroom. What a dump! There are several stages for each room that must be better than this. Select Upgrade Room to start redecorating. You'll need to call a work team inside the building to complete the upgrade.
Maybe I just want to listen to music. Ow, I kicked the drawer in front of me.
Excellent. Your team has completed the new bedroom. Doesn't that look
That's
better?
weird.
Hopefully it will have the desired effect.
I mean, it looks better, but how did that
Let's go
tiny
back
little
to the
dinky
main
room made
screen
it
and
into
see
that?
how they're getting on.
No, I don't
You'll
see
notice
that.
that the birth rate has improved. The faster the dial goes round, the quicker the next baby will appear, just like in real life. They do slow down as they produce more children, but the happier they are, the quicker they breed, and the more rent they are willing to pay.
Wow.
Everyone wants a nice yard to go with their house, so let's start by improving the fence. At the moment, you only have a limited selection of fences available. This tenant particularly likes the privet hedge, of course. Please select and purchase it.
Mm-hmm.
You'll need to get those lazy workers off their coffee break and out into the yard to do some work. You better call them back out. Each fence has a different defensive ability, as well as being aesthetically pleasing to your tenants.
Oh.
Whoa, what's going on here? This dude looks like he's up to no good.
Mm-hmm. He
Someone has
stole.
stolen some resources from your site and Katie Swallow's development. It might not be too late to catch him and get them back. Too late? He's disappeared down your subway station and looks like he's stolen all your wood.
All
You'll
of
need
it?
to restock that place. Get one of your teams back inside your lumberyard.
That's annoying.
Yeah, looks like something's going on in here. Let's have a look inside the house. Some people are never happy. They've sent a complaint letter to the housing authority. Click on their heads to see what's wrong. Hey, your factory has been going day and night. We can't stand the noise anymore. Close it down for a while or give us double pane windows.
Wow. You have 343 days to solve this problem. Fix it or else. Trev Little.
Some people they're obviously not happy living next to a loud factory. Better keep them happy by getting your work team out of the factory.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting. Use the directional buttons to browse through the available developments, or click on them directly. The larger the development, the more expensive it'll be. Please select the Brompton development. What are you doing? Use the directional buttons to browse through the available developments, or click on them directly. The larger the development, the more expensive it'll be. Please select the Brompton development.
Hey everybody. So at this point of the game, I literally just went and deleted about 13 of me sleeping, actually. This game was so boring. Mind you, I played this at 2 in the morning after a long, I had a gig doing a grad party, so I was kind of tired, so probably was a bad idea for me to play this right after that. But the game was so boring that I actually fell asleep, and for about 13 minutes I could hear myself snoring in the background. This game, while it's just a demo, I understand. Like, there's some demos that I've played, or like time demos. The training is so lengthy that it's so boring that it can put somebody to sleep. I don't see this game doing very well at all. But anyways, yep, you could joyously hear me in the background, snoring like a boss. Probably snoring because I've been congested for the joyous period of time, but that happens. I can't deny about that. Alright, well, I'm not even gonna let you guys watch the next half of it. I'm gonna cut to the part where we start killing my own characters just because it's hilarious. Thanks for watching, guys. That's pretty funny.
PlayStation